Oh, you can keep.
Like
I was just gonna yell. You can keep vacuuming. As you can hear by Bronwyn's vacuuming, we are cleaning the floor, and we're gonna try to insulate the floor today. It's kind of cold outside, and we're kind of really tired. So, again, we're probably not gonna talk that much, but I'll try to explain as we go. But right now, we're just vacuuming, cleaning it up, and then we're just gonna throw some insulation down, throw the floor on, and call it a day. Insulation. So should we cut it and then scoot it over a little bit, or just cut this and then just use the extras to juice it over, or should
I
we
think
move the whole?
should move it over, even because that's even like hanging out over.
Oh, is
we
it?
don't want that, right?
So we want to line up that edge
do you want me to go see?
over there.
Yeah.
Here,
I
wait.
think it would be better to line it up all the way to the corner
And then have a fill strip
and
over
then
there.
have a fill strip
Okay,
if
well,
we
can
need it.
I cut this end
Yeah.
off at least?
Is that
Long enough?
just
Yeah,
like
go check it real
right
quick.
here?
Yeah.
No, just like
Oh yeah.
cut a long strip. That
Yeah.
way we have extra.
I don't want to waste it because it's
Room.
pretty expensive, but I was just gonna cut it like right here.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to use this Thinsulate, because you don't need any special tools. People are like doing like the hard foam, and they're like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to cut this, and they're getting like the electric turkey shears and stuff.
No. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, that's too much work.
Absolutely not.
And from everything I've heard, just put that in the seat.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Dang it, we need the knee pads again. We're just trying to line up the insulation. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, because it's fluffing out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just gonna line up the it's kind of hard because we can't have the camera out on the floor.
Why don't we put it outside looking in?
Yeah. We're just gonna line up end to end, and then kind of poke holes where the tie downs go. And honestly, we're just gonna double side sticky tape it just to hold it in place, because the floor is gonna sandwich it down.
Yup.
All I'm doing is going around, and this is just little double-sided sticky tape, and I'm cutting off like strips of it and sticking it to this, and it's literally just holding it to the floor, just so that when we bring the top flooring in, it's not gonna like bunch the insulation up. Honestly, we're just kind of doing it like kind of out of like not necessity, because we're probably not going to be camping anywhere like freezing cold. It's more for just like more sound deadening and continuity, because the rest of the van's insulated anyways, so we might as well try.
That's all.
With the floor, right?
Yeah.
Logic.
Some of these people that they get, all of these people that they get for singing, just a lot. Like, it sounds like yodeling sometimes. It's like making me feel like, yeah. Let me tell you about those photos. Here, I got another one.
Okay, so what we have right here is a composite flooring that's meant for like a lot of like cargo vans use them. And it was really expensive, but honestly we couldn't be bothered to like actually trace and cut our own plywood. So that's kind of why we went this route. I kind of fucked up because in my brain 3/8 and 3/4 was the same thing. So it's actually really, really thin, and we might not end up staying with it if we have to bolt things to the floor, because we don't want to bolt through the floor. We don't want to put any excess holes in the van any more than we already like have. And we're going to be going off-roading and stuff a lot, so we would prefer not to have any like extra holes going through to the bottom of the van. So with this, because it's so thin, we won't really be able to like bolt anything to the bottom of the floor. So what we might do is we're gonna lay this down for now, and then eventually maybe we'll get a different material that's 3/4 inch, so we can actually bolt stuff safely to the floor.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're not like putting like seat belts in. Thank you.
Excuse me, sorry.
We're not putting like seat belts in or anything that like is like safety. It's more just like we don't want shit sliding around type of deal, but we'll have a template for it now, basically, is what I'm saying. So we'll use this for now, and if we're like, we don't like it, then we'll rip it up. That's the whole point of why we're doing the van like this. Nothing's permanent. So, because this floor is so thin, we actually are going to end up switching it up eventually. We're just going to leave it in for now. It's so, the 3/8 is just, it's too flexible. So in every single seam where they join together, it's not heavy enough to make it lay flush. So they're kind of coming up at a peak like this. So eventually we'll get a different floor, but you know what, we have this for now, and
It's better than the ribs of the van. So
yeah, it's better than just walking on the ribs of the van. Like, at least we have a flat floor. Also, this is the whole thing of talking about how measuring has played us once again. Measure twice, cut once. Measure, look at the product specs on the page and actually physically look at it on a tape measure, which is like such a silly thing to say, because it's like, duh, why wouldn't you, you know? But I didn't do that in my head. I was seeing 3/8, but in my head I was saying 3/4, so I thought it was gonna be thick. So and this wasn't a cheap floor. It was like a $600 floor.
now we know. Now everybody else knows. You're welcome.
Most people make their floors out of wood, but I just didn't. We didn't want to deal with the wood shrinking and doing all that. But we have a $600 template now.
Yeah.